Hello friends, I'm sharing with you two routes to relocate to Canada. So a community in Canada is currently recruiting immigrants. They are in need of immigrants to fill up shortage job roles. Now, this particular community is in the province of Alberta. So if you're watching this right now, I will encourage you to stay tuned and watch to know the eligibility criteria and the process to apply for this opportunity, including the requirement. Okay, so this opportunity from Alberta in Canada, it allows you, it gives you the privilege to relocate with your family, and it's a route to permanent residency. I know a lot of people are used to the PNP and the express entry routes to relocate to Canada. However, there are several other means that a lot of people don't know about, and one of it is the one I'm about to share with you in this video. So many people focus on express entry, focus on the PNP, but this is a community-based program that is happening in Canada across different provinces actually, but I'm sharing with you today the province of Alberta. So guys, stay tuned with me and let's enjoy this information together. So my name is Opeyemi. For those that see me for the very first time, I'm here to share information as regards to location, growth and development, and everything that could bring about growth and development and bring your relocation dream come true. And that is what I share in this channel. So if you're new to this channel, I want to encourage you to be part of this beautiful family, and kindly please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you can also turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload videos you will be part of those that will see it first. So today in this video I'm just going to explore two ways for you, two methods, two routes from the same community, from the same province, on how to relocate to Canada. One of which requires job, you need job. One of these opportunity now, one of these routes require that you have a job offer. However, they have a dedicated platform where you can apply for job, and that makes the work easy. Now, the second one does not require a job offer, and of course I'm going to share all of this in this video. Don't forget that this opportunity does not require age limits. No age limit for this opportunity. We have the one that does not require university degree. As a matter of fact, it doesn't require university degree. When you watch the videos, you understand what I'm saying. So you will need to get to know about this permanent residency pathway. Now the requirements and how to apply for this PR program in 2024 is what I'm about to share with you. So guys, I want to encourage you, don't forget, if you have somebody in your cycle who needs to hear this information, please do well to share this link with them, share this video with them. Let them also be informed and also be part of the of those who will benefit from this community-based relocation program in Canada. So guys, stay tuned with me and let me take you through. Don't forget to apply after watching this video. I wish you best of luck guys. Stay tuned and I'm going to share my screen with you and show you how to go about this. So like I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm just going to share with you a communities-based program in Alberta. So Smoky River is one of those communities in the province of Alberta that are recruiting foreign workers. So as you can see on my screen, it's a Smoky River region has received designation from the government of Alberta to participate in the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program. Under this program, the Smoky River region will address the labor shortage and support economic development by attracting qualified newcomers to fill vacant full-time permanent jobs in the region, plus attract entrepreneur, new investment and new businesses. So this is actually to bring in new people into the new foreigners into the country and be a part of the community to work and live in Canada. And this gives you the privilege to embrace full-time jobs, permanent jobs. You can also be an entrepreneur and also have new investment, and of course create your own business in that community. It's a community-based program, and this is very interesting to be part of. Newcomers participating in this program will receive nomination for permanent residency from the Smoky River region, allowing them to stay working and living in our community permanently. So this gives you the privilege to work and live in the community. So there are two streams of relocation using this route. This community-based program is divided into two. There are two routes to this immigration program, and one of it is the rural renewal stream, and this offers eligible workers an opportunity to immigrate to our region as a provincial nominee with the formal support of the Smoky River Regional Economic Development. Now, we will use the program to attract and retain newcomers to our region and fill labor vacancies. So this is to attract and of course retain newcomers to the region. It's not just to use them for a particular period of time and let go of them. Of course, they have the opportunity to stay back in the country and continue to live there. So this is just majorly to fill labor vacancies. So the program will help employers meet their labor demands, expand our skilled workforce, and contribute to the community growth. So it is obvious that under this program there are shortage of laborers, and that is why they are coming up with this opportunity so that people can embrace. And now I'm going to share with you the process involved in the rural renewal stream. Here are the process to this program. 1. Employers with vacancies work with Smoky River Regional Economic Development to determine eligibility and agree to participation in the program. This is a process that has been done. Now, candidates will have to read, understand, and meet all the program eligibility as listed on the Government of Alberta website. 3. Candidates review the job posting on the smokyrivers.ca and apply for the position they are qualified for. I'm going to take you through that. The 4th, candidate is hired and received a bona fide job offer from an employer for full-time or permanent work. 5. The newcomers committee reviews the candidate and decides to provide or not an endorsement letter. And 6, which is the last step, is the candidate applies for nomination through the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program portal, and that is how it is. Now, the job offers or contract must be signed by the employee and employer, and must offer 1. They must offer you work in the Smoky River region, not in a virtual location by telecommunicating from a location outside the region. No, you must be within the location. Now, it has to be a full-time job defined as a minimum of 30 hours per week. Also, employment for 12 months or more. So that job opportunity must be for 12 months or more. Then the wages and the benefits that meet or exceed the lowest starting wages for your occupation across all industries in Alberta. So business owners or managers that meet this requirement and would like to participate in the rural renewal stream program will definitely contact the Smoky River Regional Economic Development to discuss the next step. This is not for applicant. Now, let's just move straight to the applicant eligibility. So as an applicant, you have to applicants that wish to live and work in the Smoky River region must meet a series of criteria: receive a bona fide offer from an eligible employer, get endorsed by the Smoky River region, and apply using the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program portal. Now, prior to applying for an employment opportunity, candidates are encouraged to review and understand and ensure they meet all the eligibility criteria or requirement under the Alberta Advantage Immigration Program. Now, there are requirements for job experiences, education, language, financial security, and so on. And those that do not meet the eligibility will not progress through the program. So candidates that are currently living in Canada are only eligible if they have legal status in Canada. So it means if you're in Canada already, you can also apply for this role. So once a candidate is confident they meet the eligibility criteria, then they may apply for the employment. Employment opportunities are listed in this particular. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section, and applications must be made directly to the employer. You can see there is no middleman here. You have to just react or relate, send your application directly to the employer. Another requirement is the language eligibility criteria. So for this route you need the English requirement, so which is for national occupational classification, depending on your NOC. If you're working with in the NOC 1, 2, 3, in 0, 1, 2 or 3 occupation, then it means your minimum you need the minimum of 5 for each of your English language skill. I mean, when I say your English language skill, that includes your listening, your speaking, your writing, and your speaking. Your writing, speaking, reading, and listening. So you need the minimum of 5 for each. And of course for French, you need the minimum of 5 for each French language skill as well. So if you're working in the NOC 4 or 5 occupation, then you need the minimum of 4 for each English language skill. Or if for the French, you need the minimum of 4 English, for minimum of 4 for each French language skill. So if you're applying through this route under the NOC codes 33102, which are the nurse aides, the orderlies, and the patient service associates, then you will need a higher test score result of CLB 7 for each English language skill, or the NCLC of 7 for each French language skill. So you must provide the official test result with your AAIP application for one of the following tests. So this is the eligibility criteria for the English, for the language requirement. And for any of the following, you can use the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program, the general test, or you use the IELTS general training test, or the French for Canada, or the French test for the test evaluation. Any of these two, you know what this is mean. I'm not familiar with the last two, but the official result must be less than 2 years old at the time your application was submitted. So the date used to determine the age of your test result is the date you took the test, not the date your test results were released. So please, you need to confirm and be sure that you have the correct result to show forth for this. So this is all for the language eligibility criteria. Under the education requirement, it shows that you must provide a copy of an educational credential assessment, the ECA, issued by an organization designated by IRCC for your highest level of education. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with IRCC. You would definitely need to also do your educational credential assessment. So of course, I know a lot of people are aware of this. If you don't know how to go about this, please, you can just go to IRCC website, and of course you'll be able to find your way around it. It's quite easy to do. And for the qualifying work experience requirement, it says the applicants must have a minimum of 12 months full-time work experience gained in an eligible occupation within the 18 months prior to application. Now, this work experience must have been full-time and may be a combination of experience gained in Alberta, in Canada, or abroad. So the work experience requirement depends on the skill level of the applicant's Alberta job offer. So guys, for tier 0, you have tier 0 or 1. for tier 0, 1 or 2, 1, 2, 3 or 4, and so on and so forth. Another requirement is the settlement funds, and the application have to demonstrate that they have sufficient funds to support their settlement in the designated community, and this is only required for applicants who are residing in Canada. So if you are residing in Canada, you have to show that you have settlement funds. If you are residing in Canada but are not working, of course you can also do likewise. So if you're coming from overseas, you are also eligible, or you also fall under this category. So the settlement funds required depends on the size of an applicant's family, as well as the population size of the designated community. So for a population of less than 1,000, the number of family, if it is one, if your population of your location or your designated community is up to 1,000, then you're going to need $8,922. You can see for population over 1,000, you need 10,000 for one person. For two, you can see, and that is how you have it, and that's for the financial requirement. So amount of funds required for each additional family member is 2,408. As you can see on my screen, just take your time to watch this video. So don't forget that once you receive the bona fide job offer from an employer, your employer will present the job offer to the Smoky River Region Workforce Development Committee to receive the endorsement. So the committee will review the job offer and prioritize candidates for the endorsement who will most likely settle and reside in the region successfully. So upon receiving an endorsement of the candidate letter from the Smoky River Region Workforce Development Committee, the candidate can then submit their application through the AAIP portal. This AAIP portal, I am going to share the link in the comment section or in the description page. Kindly check for it. There is a non-refundable application fee for this stream. The application will be reviewed and the candidate will be notified by the government of Alberta if they are eligible for nomination. At the time your application is submitted and at the time the AAIP assesses your application, you must intend and be able to work, reside and settle in the Smoky River region. So guys, I don't want you to consider to neglect this opportunity because of the non-refundable application fee. If you have the necessary eligibility criteria, if you have those information, you have the documents, you have everything intact, then you can believe and trust me, your application fee would definitely worth it, because a lot of people get discouraged because of application fee. At this point, if you have every document required, you will definitely have a successful application with this process. So to share with you the job opportunities available at the Smoky River route, then you can see on my screen we have the agricultural equipment technician. These are job opportunities that are available in this community. So some of these jobs you can get to see them on Indeed. So if you click apply on Indeed, it's going to take you to where those jobs are. For butcher and meat processor or meat cutter, if you click the link, you can see it will tell you you can apply for this job on Indeed. Then for agricultural equipment technician, if you click on that link, you can see that most of these jobs are available on Indeed. Apprenticeship carpenter, you can see that you can also apply on Indeed. For plant operator, you can apply on Indeed. Looking at this other one, I don't know what that is. I don't understand French, but you can see apply on Indeed. For journeyman AG equipment technician, you can also apply on Indeed. We have agricultural equipment technician and apprentice. You can also see that you can apply on Indeed. For agricultural service technician, you will also see that you can apply on Indeed. So all of these jobs here are applicable or available on Indeed. So once you are successful with the application here, you need the job opportunity for this particular job route. Please go to this page and click on whichever job you want to apply to, and that is all for this first step. Moving forward to the second phase, which is the rural entrepreneur stream route. for this same community-centered relocation plan in the same region of Smoky River jobs. It says the rural entrepreneur stream will allow the Smoky River region to offer permanent residency to entrepreneurs who want to start a new business or purchase or invest in an existing business. The rural entrepreneur stream will help expand our local economy and assist with succession planning for small businesses and region relies on. You have to express your interest. So once you have determined whether you meet the eligibility criteria, you can provide an expression of interest. And once you have submitted your EOI, the AAIP will review your application and if necessary request a business application. So to know more about this, you can click that learn more. However, I'm going to show with you now the opportunities, the business opportunities that are available in this region, so you can check out with me. So if you are an entrepreneur who wants to start or invest in an existing restaurant business, then this is an opportunity for you. You can see this link. If you click on this link and you copy it into your browser, it's going to take you to this particular the business opportunity. Also, for the investment opportunity, you can also check out the MLS for the commercial building as well. Every industry lot, then commercial property, especially for people who want to go into real estate in Canada, or you want to start a new business in Canada. So this is an opportunity for you. Just click on all of these things to benefit from this opportunity. Don't forget that this opportunity, of course, leads to permanent residency in Smoky River area of the province of Alberta. As the for the requirement for the rural entrepreneurial stream, eligibility for work experience, you must have either a minimum of 3 to 4 years of experience as an active business owner or manager, or a minimum of 4 years of experience as a senior manager within the past 10 years. And for the educational requirements, you must have completed a minimum of high school equivalent to the Canadian standard with an educational credential assessment, the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada, that is the IRCC. Okay, so for language requirement, you must have a minimum Canadian language benchmark of CLB level 4 for English language skills, or NIVIX, that's a French one for reading, writing, listening and speaking, and the official test results must be less than 2 years old at the time your expression of interest is submitted. So the AAIP only accepts the following language, just with the other one, that is the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index, or the IELTS. So this seems to be a little lower. The language requirement for this seems to be a little lower. This is L4. Is it lower now? L4. Okay, so moving forward, you can see the net worth, the minimum net worth of $300,000. All assets must be candidates' own personal holdings or spouse or common law partners. Then the business investment of $100,000 from candidates' own and or spouse or common law partner equity. Higher levels of investment will be awarded more points. For the business establishment requirement, the minimum ownership of 51% for a new business. The business partners must be a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. Or the 100% ownership for business succession. The succession buyout must result in a complete change in ownership where the candidates will assume full control of the business, and the business must not be on the list of ineligible businesses. Then the resources on how to establish a business in Alberta, including support and services related to business plan development, business startup and business loan, are available on this page. Okay, so the job creation, new business must create at least one full-time job for a Canadian citizen. or permanent residents, not including relatives. So it means that if you are creating a job, you should be able to employ at least one Canadian citizen on a full-time basis. So more jobs creation will be awarded more points. Jobs must be created for Canadian citizens or permanent residents for a period of at least 6 months. And for business succession, job creation is not required. That is when you want to take over a business, then the job creation is not required. So the community support leader, candidates must have a community support letter from a participating rural Alberta community. So these are the factors that increases your chances. That is, if candidates have more than one or more of the factors in the table I just mentioned, this may increase their likelihood of receiving a request to submit a business application. Also, this table also increases your chances. That is, the economic benefit, the business succession, the age of the person 21 to 49 years. Then for spouse, your spouse or the common law as one of the following must have completed 1 year of full-time post-secondary education, certificate, associate degree, diploma, bachelor's degree or higher, or a minimum level of Canadian benchmark 4 in English, or the test results or test language abilities rather. Language test results must be less than 2 years old at the time the expression of interest is submitted. Relatives are defined as father, stepfather, mother, stepmother, child, stepchild, stepsister, brother, stepbrother of candidate, spouse, or common law. So if you have a relative in Alberta, also gives you, increases your chances. So guys, review the self-assessment tool to ensure you meet the program eligibility criteria. So if you need any other information on this, please always go through this process, and please do check how to apply. So the rural entrepreneur stream point. So for business location, rural community, for places that are less than 10,000 or up to 10,000, you get 25 points. For tier 2 of that of higher population, you get 17 points. For less than, for 50 and up to 99,000 population, 50,000 to 990 population, you score 10. Now, all of this information you can always read through all of this. This is for business owners or people that want to take over businesses. So guys, this is how they score the point for you to know the cutoff point. So the adaptability factor is 35 points. So all of this will determine, your chances. So do well to read through them. So there are several other informations here that you might also need. So please take your time and read through this information. So please don't forget that the businesses you have to do are the ones that I shared with you earlier, which are the ones that do with real estate, restaurant business, and so on and so forth. So guys, that is all for this particular video. So please, every link you need would be available in the description page, so you don't miss out of any important information. As a matter of fact, one link leads to another, so it's easier for you to navigate applying for this opportunity. If you need any kind of support in terms of advice, what next to do, then you can always please drop your comment or question in the comment section. That will also help other people to also be able to know to relate with it and also learn from your question. Also, if you have done this before or you are doing this and you want to give your opinion or you want to give your reaction to questions, you can also drop your comment and let people also learn from you. So I want to say thank you very much guys for taking your time to watch this video. I'm sure a lot of people have people who want to share this with people who really need this information. Please don't hesitate to share with them. You're going to be doing somebody, a family, a relative, a loved ones a lot of good sharing this video with them. And this is the end of today's video. I'm going to see you in another video. Don't forget to like this video. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you again in my next video. Bye.